Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Factory Town. Let me zoom in a little bit because the game is starting to lag out a little bit. No wonder with the amount of stuff that we have producing, but we will expand much more. Today I have a mission. The mission is we are going to build a Factorio style forge, because this forge is just far too complicated for well, to get shit rolling. That's like the word I should be using. So, what do I mean by a Factorio style forge? Well, if you ever watched some Factorio or played some Factorio, you probably know that the best way to go around is to make buzz lines. Well, technically all of these lines are just that, because they only have one item on them, but they are extremely disorganized, mostly because I kind of wanted to keep the production close together. But that will no longer happen. We are going to focus production on items, and what I mean by that is we are going to make... Well, first I need to find a space, a relatively flat space, like for example in here we have enough space already with just a little bit of mana shards in the middle just to ruin my day, but we can work around them, and that's perfectly fine. What I meant was let's say forge, because the forge are the most important buildings. Right, first we're going to have like a warehouse area right about here that is going to receive all of the iron from the various different places. Then, for example, let's go in here, let's select a recipe, let's say iron plates, right? Because iron plates are most important. We build a couple of forges just like this. All of them will input probably into a barn, and from this barn we create our bus. Just like this. Maybe just 2 lines, not 3 lines. I don't think we should go full crazy on this. These lines can then be further upgraded. But yeah, we create, like, for example, 2 lines of ingots. Then we create 2 lines of nails. 2 lines of what's... steam pipes, you know the drill, and eventually we will have just a bunch of lines. However, because this game is 3D and not 2D, what we can do in our bus is simply stack all of the lines on top of each other. Just like this. Let's go, come on. I believe I probably messed the first one up. Is 2 tiles, 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles. Yep. 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles. There we go. 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles. Just like this. Right, and this will allow us to stack a bajillion amount of resources in a small concentrated area, from which all we need to do in the future, right, let me just expand this a little bit, is grab a splitter, which I don't have, but that's okay. Splitter. Right, let's say that I need some nails and plates, right, to go that way. Right, we have some thingies, plates, yep, and then let's imagine that the nails are coming on the lowest, on the second level, right, for example. Let me just build a crude. There we go. This will probably work as intended. Yep, yes it will. Right, we do the same. We create another splitter over there, just like so. Send it to the side, to the production building, and the rest can continue on. So this is pretty much the idea. It's a little bit messy, that's for sure, but it's a little bit messy in the beginning, while this is all just concept. The second this line starts to grow, it will become obvious what we are trying to do. So yeah, I think it is just time to start setting up a few things, like the loading docks over here. Most of the stuff that we are going to bring are gonna come via train or boat, so we probably will want a large docking area right here. And by large, what I mean, it's something like... Come on, game, please center the camera correctly. Okay, exactly, something like this. There we go, see? Then we can flatten this area for better passage. There we go. This way we can put a bunch of barns in here for us to drop off the iron and the coal at. From now on we will be using coal in our forges because this is our permanent solution, so we can start using the coal. And here to the side we can put a couple of train stations, right? We are also going to need those, maybe a couple of those. 2 lines probably enough. I don't think... Excuse me? I don't think the trains can collide with each other and go boom! So I think if I can put several trains on one line or two, it will work rather okay. Or at least that's what I like to think. And that's pretty much the plan for today. Let's see how much of this plan I can actually make it work. Alright guys, so here we have the very first example of our massive industrial type forge. In here we are going to produce plates, which is one of the basic ingredients of a forge, right? And as you can see, it's simple, it's organized, and can be expanded further should we need more materials. All we need to do is add additional forges to this side. And we can continue progressing with the main line forward and adding new types of forges to the side. Like for example, oh, I built a couple of train stops too many. Oops, my bad. Like for example, now that we have the plates, we need nails next, right? And we can put nails on this side and pretty much just replicate what we built in here, right? But for nails. So one moment please. And there we go, something similar for the nails over here. Let's have some nails up and rolling. Now I decided to have the coal line be elevated from the steel line, not steel, iron ore line, because you know, it's easier than creating a bunch of ramps and making things uglier. This way we will have both the fuel and the ore already set up at the proper line. But in any case, now I need to set up a few more mining operations. As you can see, the output that we are getting from the coal and the iron is insufficient. Well, at least for the iron bit is, I mean for the coal, and now the iron that we had stored up has ran out. Understandable. But yeah, pretty much these closer mines will be sent by chute, but anything further than this, this can be sent by chute as well. But let me see, for example, this one probably can be sent by train already, and let me think, anything from this side, yeah, obviously this is going to go by train or by boat. Now, would the boat AI derp out from here to there, because it's a rather short trip? I hope not. Nah, in any case, now it is time to start doing a little bit more mining so that we have materials available as we expand our forge. Okay, so we can start to see the main bus take shape. We now have two outputs on the main bus and the resources that we had previously. And well, if we need any resource from the bus to be delivered to the forge area or to machine shops, we simply build a ramp like this one on either side and have the resources come down and output directly into the necessary building. Now, the thing that we need to build next, I believe, it is something for the pipes, because pipes are also kind of important, I heard. This barn marks the end of the space that we need. Any space extra for this line will only be in this direction, so we can place another forge area right next to it, something like this. You are gonna make me some steam pipes, and for that you're gonna need this and the coal. So let me set up a similar line to the one we have over here. There we go. Supply has been set up, and now... Oh, are these... Oh, these are nails. No, 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 no. Stop! We'll pretend we didn't see that. Okay. So, yeah, once again, another line has been set up. Of course that we are running low on materials, but oh well. That was to be expected. These mines are only occupied by one worker, so they are working extremely slow. You know, this is just so that we have it outputting something. Once we want to crank up the entire forge, we just transfer the workers from the mines that are supplying this forge over here, which is far more important right now than this one, and we'll transfer them over here. And the reason why this forge is far more important, because this is the forge that is actually crafting the items that we are using to build this. So yeah, we don't want that to stop anytime soon. We want that to be at 100% capacity at all time, at least until this forge is operational. After that, all of that is going to be 100% dismantled and transferred over here. Okay, so now that we have our I'm sorry guys, now that we have our basic stuff ready, we have the nails, we have the ingots, we have the materials such as the steel and coal. However, I don't think we are going to need any more iron ore. At least I don't see any more recipes that require it. So I think the iron ore is going to be stopping around here. Yeah, I don't think we are going to need anything else unless we research it. I mean, I wouldn't put it past me to discover something along the line that would require that resource, and then I would not be able to provide it because I would fill up the space required for it. But we are closing in on level 10, so yeah, I don't think we are going to need much more, but still, we are going to leave those resources over there just in case we need them, and we are going to output these resources into the second level that we are going to create for this one, right? 1, 2, 3, and we are going to create a second level of resources in our main bus. Okay guys, next in the list is the machine shops. I'm going to build this forge area over here without a recipe. This is just a placeholder should we discover any recipe in the future that require the materials that we have in here. That way this is already occupying the space and preventing me from building anything in there. If you have been watching this channel for any decent amount of time, you probably notice that I have a tendency of leaving space for stuff and then building other stuff. And then when the time comes that I need that space, I no longer have it, and it tends to create a lot of problems. So just going to save myself the trouble. In any case, let's see, what do we need in here to start crafting? Okay, we are going to need a line for gears, another line for iron wheels, another line for rail... Oh, the rails, yeah, I know, I forgot this is a problem, and a metal conveyor belt, which is also a problem. However, these materials can be brought via boat or other workers, so we can create a small storage to the side of the production line that will provide these materials supplied from other places. So first we are going to create a small gear line over here. Let me tell you one thing, doing maintenance on the lower level belts, it's like just impossible almost. The amount of rotation that you need to perform with your camera is unbelievable. But in any case, this works, so I'm just happy about it. And here we go, another production line set up. Now in our output belt we have a second layer that is almost complete. The next thing that we produce we are going to put on this side of the bus, but as you can see, this can be rapidly expanded and just, well, I don't know if there is a height limit, but I hope not, because this is going to grow rather quickly. Well, I was building this, I was accumulating coins as well, because guess what? Terraforming this into its proper height is a tad bit expensive. Next in line, iron wheels. So let's go. Let's set up a similar production line to the one we have over here. And luckily for us, we already have a pre-splitting of the line right here, which means we can go over like so and resplit the already splitted line. There we go. And then we go like this, bam, bam. This one was actually easier than the others, so let me just do the rest, like the barn over here. Right, then we have these lines going like this. Try always to remember to choose the square closest to the destination, so your line is as small as possible, so that you don't use as many materials. And why am I not producing more? 160 has been stalling at a little bit of time, and I'm not enjoying it. What the hell is going on in here? Oh, I know what is going on in here. I know what's going on in here. I know. Deposit, please, please. Put your stuff in there. Thank you. The boat AI is derping out. That's what's going on. What was I expecting? Like the boat that is carrying the books. I mean, it is not derping out anymore, but apparently the one is carrying the conveyor belts decided to add a moment. But that's okay, I know this on time. Now the production will be resumed, and as I was saying, it is time for us to bring the line up. How the hell am I gonna do this one cleanly? Well, I'm going to have to send everything in here back one square. That's fine. I can do that just fine. It was just that it was kind of neat and I enjoyed it, but we can never have good things. Nope. Okay, so it's better for me to just expand the line, and instead of messing with what it is already built, I'm just going to make it do a small go around, right? I build another pole in there, which means I can deconstruct this one now. Okay, that's okay. I just like to have the illusion that my lines are actually connected to supporting beams, because it makes me feel safe. You know, like I know there is no gravity in the game, but you never know, right? You never know. And just like this, we now have a second, not a second, yeah, a second, okay, this is a mouthful, a second line in the second story of our main bus. Cool, I suppose. What do we need to build next? Let's see, recipes. Ooh, the rails. Yeah, the rails are gonna be a little bit annoying. Yes, they are. But what we can do is build a something like this for the rails, which are going to be granted slightly annoying to deal with, but we can deal with that fairly easy, I suppose. We can have a forester take care of the planks right here, because we are also going to need planks in this line to make reinforced planks. So I should probably set up a forester and plank production operation somewhere around here to put planks in the main bus line. Not a bad idea. Okay. Oh, so many things that I need to set up. Okay, give me a moment while I take a look around at the resources that I have available to me, and now I really want to put this production going. Okay, so this presents a problem. I thought that the machine shops, because they are taller, they would be able to receive materials from a greater height. That kinda sucks a little bit. Hopefully if I bring stuff down just one, it will be... Ah, no! No, this is terrible! Well, problem solved. We just input the extra stuff via the front. Just like this. Let's put the splitters in place. There we go. And now we can reserve the back section for the conveyors, which we are probably gonna need to bring from somewhere around there. Now, let's see, will a boat be able to transport me some of these all the way over there? Hopefully, it will. Alright guys, the machine has been fed and now it is producing some metal conveyors at a very slow speed. But hey, it's producing with the minimal amount of materials that we have. We are actually doing something nice over here. Great. Next, I suppose it's the rails. I was putting this one for last because I didn't want to deal with the extra, not really annoying, but somewhat annoying resources. Okay, so time to get to do some thinking, and apparently the boat can track, no problem. Hopefully this one will not derp out on us. So yeah. Once again, time to get to thinking a little bit. Okay, so we have our forester area with our lumber mills. These will have their workers increased and a steam booster in the future, but right now we have everything at one worker because our worker capacity is really on the verge of what we can support. But all of that will change once we remove that forge over there. And we are very close to it because we are producing almost everything that we are producing on the other side. Except it is far more organized and at a far greater speed of production. Right. Now, how do we transport these planks into our line? Well, we are going to put the planks directly on the second level of transportation. All we need to do is find a way to get them there. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. How do I want to do this? It's far simpler than I thought. There we go. Now we have the planks on the main line. All we need now is the cut stone. And I think the cut stone could also go into the main line because I'm pretty sure there will be other things that will require it. So let's take care of that. Next, where can I find myself some stone around here? Let's start purchasing these thingies. Ooh, stone! I found a stone! There we go. I found what I was looking for. So, boat, what is the issue? You can retrieve the stones, and you can deliver them over there, no? You can't. Why? The barn is right next to the water. I can't remove those scaffoldings, because I know they are supporting the structure. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, I know what the issue is. This barn is far too high. Okay. Let's stop delivering stuff in here. How much do we... Oh, perfect. The silo can only hold 100. This thing over here is almost at 100. So let's get the stuff out of there. Okay, so now I know. This barn was far too high. I mean, we can supply to the silo, but that's fine. There is no need to change anything. The silo will provide the stuff to the boat, and the boat will provide the stuff directly into this barn over here. Next is just a matter of putting the cut stone in a line, of which we probably need to create another level, because this level is already filled up. So a third level it is. There we go, cut stone now in a proper line. Now all I need to do is to drop down from this line into this supplying line over here. That's one of the reasons why I built the stone on the outside, because well, in this area, as you can see, the ramps that bring the resources down to the ground level to supply the said resources to the building facilities. Well, they have clogged up this area quite significantly, so for easier access of the stone into this line, which is probably gonna be one of the few that ever going to need it, we put it on the outside. So let's just connect this now. And there we go. Now we have the stone being delivered over here. Soon we will have rails being produced. And there we go. So now we have the machine shop pumping out rails, and then said rails are going to be put inside another machine shop to make mechanized rails. This system will eventually back up and everything will be filled to the brink and they will stop consuming resources. I will store a bunch of rails, but these ones I want to have simply because we might need them in the future, but I don't see any need right now. So yep, as you can see, this might look a little bit complicated, but it's actually rather simple, right? We just need to bring the resources from the belts into the ground level and then ship them right next to the side of the line, and then once they are on their proper side, we can raise them again at the desired height for supplying the machine shop, right? Because this way we can actually supply 3 inputs into the machine shops rather easily. If there is in the future a need for a 4th output, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm pretty sure I'll find out a way. Alright, my friends, with 6 rows of machine shops, I think that we are gonna be done for machine shops. I'm gonna leave these over here. We don't have any recipe for them right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll unlock a recipe in the future, so we should probably leave a couple of these laying around. Next in line, however, it is the workshops that are gonna build us some reinforced planks, and let's take you over here. The workshops that are gonna make the pickaxes that we need to build mines. So once again, time to do a little bit of terraforming and resource removal, and set up a similar line to all the others in here. And there we go, guys. So we have reinforced planks being produced. We have the wood that comes all the way over here. Both the wood and the nails are supplied via a ramp leading to the center of the bus, and that those resources are shipped to the side. And the planks, how the hell are these things called? Iron plates. The plates, they just come from this side and under the main bus. Now, I've been thinking about, and I think that the pickaxes should be placed in front of the workshops providing the reinforced planks, given that they are going to need those, and I don't feel like making a line coming back. It's mostly for the best if we can keep things moving this way, but that doesn't mean we cannot put another recipe over here. Pretty sure there are other things we could do. while I'm waiting for the bank of red coins to fill up, we are going to need a lot of those to keep terraforming the terrain ahead of us. I thought I could start going for the steam. And the way I think I'm going to do is one steam generator per 4 lines, just like this. They are going to go at regular intervals throughout the buzz, and as the buzz goes up, if we need, we can always increase the height of the pipes, but because, you know, this pipe is not going to be elongated, even if we raise the buzz all the way up to this height, it will be okay, you know, because as we go along, more and more pipes are going to be needed, which means these are going to be taller and taller and taller, and they should keep up with the height of the bus. Now, all we need, we already have the water inside, all we need is the fuel to get these things rolling. And there we go, so the steam is starting to back up. All we need to do now is activate the steam boosters in all of these workshops. I'm not going to activate in these ones because there is no production going in there, and I don't want to waste the money. We are low on red coins, so we should probably not be spending it just because, right? And right now the steam is starting to accumulate, and hopefully one steam generator will be enough. Alright guys, so we now have pickaxe production. We are running very low on metal tiles, on metal conveyor belts I mean, and well, that's one of the reasons is because I've been slowly but steadily diminishing the worker population from this forge and transferring them into this forge. So it would be expected that well, a few materials would start to go into low stock, right? But with this, we actually complete the forge at least to the level that our previous forge was. We are producing every single... okay, I get it. It's not packing up. We are producing every single stuff, like the pickaxes, the reinforced planks, the rails. In this one there is nothing. More conveyor belts, wheels, in here probably gears, yep. Pipes, and in this one there is nothing, because there is nothing in production in there. In here we have the plates and the nails. Yep. I believe everything is being produced in here, which means that next episode I can have the pleasure of tearing this setup down and start redirecting these resources into our new forge. And well guys, I think this is going to be a longer episode than usual, or at least in the recording time it is, but I think it was totally worth it. I am really happy with the result that we got, and the next episode we are going to continue. We are probably going to increase the mining output and production output by starting to assign a few more workers, but all of that is a pleasure for future me to have. And with that said guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!